Join us every Sunday for an episode of the Digital Business Forum
at 2 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. MST, 5 p.m. EST, and 10 p.m. GMT.
This forum will feature successful, experienced digital business owners with inspiring information to help you make that informed decision about starting your own digital business. By starting your own online business, you will have more free time to take control of your life, create generational wealth, retire early, and make money from anywhere in the world with just your laptop, phone, and internet. If this resonates with you, don't miss this Sunday. Digital Business Forum. Be informed, be inspired.
Welcome. Today is a Sunday, beautiful day, beautiful weather. Welcome to the Digital Business Forum, where we link up to talk about going online, starting your own business. We inspire you and we inform you so you can make that informed decision. My name is David. I'm a senior advisor on cybersecurity here in the US. I'm a digital business entrepreneur, and I'm hosting with these two beautiful ladies whom I would like to take an opportunity to introduce themselves. I'll start with Dorothy N, please.
Okay, my name is Dorothy N. Nakalema, and I'm a proud digital business coach. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a former nurse, oh my God, let's leave that aside. I'm just an entrepreneur and a mom, a wife. That's a little bit about me. Back to you, David.
Thank you, Dorothy. And now, Dorothy number 2, can you please introduce yourself to our guests tonight?
All right. Thank you so much, David. Yes, my name is Dorothy. Oh, David, sorry, Dorothy. I'm in healthcare. That's my day job. And my part-time, or rather side hustle, I'm a digital business entrepreneur. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. And I am also a presenter in the Digital Business Forum every Sunday. All right. Thank you, David.
All right. Tonight, we have a few areas that we'd like to tackle. Especially when it comes to creating your own online business or going digital. There's so many advantages to going digital than traditional, and wouldn't like to get into those because that's a very long topic as well. But I think one of the Dorothys is going to be touching that topic. And then, of course, we know that when you're out on your own, the sky is the limit. Okay, the sky is the limit. You have that flexibility of income, besides the flexibility of time. And we'll have another Dorothy, expound on that and start a conversation on that as well. Pretty much, besides everything that we do out there, we have an intention to build a legacy for future generations. Okay. And we're saying it's possible in these online businesses as well. There are companies that have been in existence for 40, 50 years and they're still going, okay? Because people know for sure that the traditional businesses is one way of doing it. But the moment you plug in into any kind of business, especially those that have stood the test of time or those that have managed to last decades, okay, you get to enjoy the benefits that come with such establishments. Whether it's going to be through the usual systems we know of, where you buy stocks and become a shareholder in a business, or where you plug into an existing infrastructure or existing system, the way we are telling you to, take an opportunity in building a business over existing businesses, traditional businesses. Yes, we are saying that it's possible and it's real for you to build a legacy for your future generations. Okay, starting, doing something that you can pass down, as a successful business, to create something that outlasts, your provision and, something for the family. Okay. So one of the things that I would encourage anybody that's out there that's watching us tonight, that's interested in going digital or starting your own business, there's never been a better time. And we are saying that there's also an opportunity for you to teach, okay, entrepreneurship. You'll be able to teach entrepreneurship to your young ones. Our families, our young ones, they watch us. They watch us as we do what we do. Okay. If they only know you to wake up in the morning and go do a traditional job, you're taking them to school to do exactly that. But we are saying that when you have it within you to venture out, and we're saying you should, because that's where the world is going. We're saying this is an opportunity for you to teach entrepreneurship. As they see you do things, they're learning, and trust me, you're building future entrepreneurs. So you're inspiring and you're going to mentor your own children. So it's not just for you as an individual. There are things you can try out in life. Last Sunday, Dorothy, you were missing in action. We had a topic here, and at some point I brought up I brought up an example of how I watched my own dad, okay, do business, go out there. I was in rooms with him where he was striking business, and I learned a lot. I learned that it's not easy, but it's very rewarding, because some days are good, some deals fail, and some deals work out. Okay, so it's a skill that I learned, but again, I appreciated the flexibility, that came with him running his own businesses. And I was like, you know what, would I choose to go into traditional employment or start out something? Started early when I still have all the energy, and become a master at it. Okay, so it didn't take me long. When I left school, I think I worked a job for 3 months, and I used that money to establish myself into technology. I went out on my own and I started looking for business. Okay, I worked with the little skills that I learned from my father, his charm, how he would walk into these rooms and talk, and I see him introduce himself, the whole playbook of how he was doing business. So I borrowed a leaf from that, because at an early age I was able to see that. And this is what I'm saying, that sometimes the things that we do, we do not just for our own benefit, but to also inspire our own children or people around us, our families, our brothers. We have siblings, and sometimes you'd like to see them. I wouldn't even say sometimes. We would like to see them outdo themselves, become better people, and independent. So we are saying there's an opportunity for you to build generational wealth, have something that you can pass on. Any of you ladies can add on to that. You have that opportunity to teach entrepreneurship, and the financial independence I was talking about for future generations, to build a business that produces long-term income, ensuring future generations won't struggle financially. So with those 2 points, if any of you has anything to add on, please let's hear it.
Well, so go fast. Yes, actually, thank you, David, for those important pointers. I totally agree with you that most of the time children look at what we do. So, and most probably, most of the time they implicate. And that's why you find sometimes, most of the time, if you find there are so many doctors in the family, you find even the kids became doctors. So if you find somebody was an entrepreneur, most of the time those kids most probably will take that route because they follow. They see what us, parents do, and they tend to follow those footsteps. Some people may branch out and, to their own way, away from the parents or from what is being done in, the extended family. But most of the time they follow what the traditional is in that family. So it's absolutely important for us to teach our generation on entrepreneurship because, like we know, employment will not get you rich. It can get you to pay bills. It can get you, to live a little bit comfortable but struggling. But if you really want to make real wealth that you can actually transfer to your generations and the generations to come, and also build wealth that can last a long time, and like your family will never struggle, then you have to go the entrepreneurship way. There's no any other way. Entrepreneurship is the way to go. And here we come here to inform people that we have found an online business that can make you create that entrepreneurship for your family, for your kids, from the comfort of your home. That's the difference, from the comfort of your home, especially if you are a professional already. It's not too late. It is not too late. There's still a chance for you to create that entrepreneurship and teach your kids entrepreneurship along the way. And this is good because you can integrate it with your daily job. All right, because it's
Fantastic.
purely online, and then you make money from the comfort of your home, and then your effort determines how you make the money. We'll get to that, but the point is it is very flexible. You don't have to leave your job if you love your job. If you want to do it and then see how it goes and you like it more and leave your job later, that's up to you. But it's something that you can integrate. That's my point. You can integrate with your day job and be able to do it and still teach your kids the importance of education, at the same time the importance of entrepreneurship, and they can do both and succeed in both. All right, so that's my point. Yeah,
Oh,
thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Dorothy. You really nailed it. You really nailed it. And I think for those that are watching us, I believe there's something to learn in that area. So you not everything we do for our own benefit. We should look at the hidden value of the things that we do that could have a positive impact on our people. So if you have it within you, we are saying take the opportunity, and build something for yourself. But on top of that, build something that the people around you can, learn from, and probably make a better life for themselves, as watching from you. That's all we're saying. Dorothy, Nakalima, do you have anything to add on to that, or should we move on?
Oh yeah. Actually, you guys, you've put out everything there, and I believe if you're watching, just go to the description. There's a link in the post. There's a link. Just type in your name and your email address. You will get in touch to any of us here. But I'm not gonna add a lot because I see you've really pointed out everything. But a little bit to add on that is while you are speaking about your parent, you saw your dad doing something, and you're like, I am gonna go the other route, like the same route. Sorry. I remembered my own son. I saw him. He used to call me, but when I'm busy on laptop doing my business, and then he's like, "Okay, mommy." So one day we bought a small laptop, and when I was calling him, he was not replying. He's like, "Mommy, I'm busy," because he used to call me and I tell him that I'm busy. So now he's busy on laptop telling me, I'm busy. Mommy, wait, I'm busy. Because that's what I always tell him. So it's true. Whatever we are doing, our kids are watching. And we, the parents, we are their failure and we are the success of our kids. Because as we all know, charity begins at home, right? So that's a little bit I can add. David, back to you.
All right, thank you. Um, Thank you for that. Thank you for that submission, Dorothy. I would like to also, Dorothy, invite you to share what you've prepared for our audience and for our guests about, the second topic. Lower startup costs compared to traditional businesses. Because we were saying, besides this having the ability to create a generational wealth, something to teach our kids, the flexibility, the financial freedom, and what it comes with. We are also saying that there's no better way. There's no better way to start a business than online because of the low startup costs compared to traditional businesses. Okay, what do you have to say about that, Dorothy?
All right. Thank you so much, David. So, when it comes to the lower setup costs compared to the traditional business, as you all know, when it comes to traditional business, um, you cannot go global most of the times because you are just in the location. In your location, if it's a restaurant or if it's a store, sometimes it's going to be just in your location, but when it comes to put it in other location, it means you're going to spend a lot of money, right? Because you have to do the setup, the renting, and those kind of things. So probably it is when it comes to the online business, there's that global reach without travel costs, because this is where you are using the media platforms. Anything online, anything digital, it means you are using the media platforms. However, all the media platforms we do use, they have that business side of it. So when it comes to the global reach, the online side, it is 100%. If you want to do your business global, and the only way you can build a generational wealth, it's building something global. You cannot build something within your city or anything like that, and you think it might be a generational wealth at the end of the day, because for you to build it, you need people. At the end of the day, you cannot build with just your city or your friends and family. So if you want to do something global, by all means, you have to look into something online. Okay, so when it comes to the global reach without travel cost, it's 100% online. There's no traditional business you can go global without travel costs. Sometimes it might need you to be physically in the place, but with the online business, you're not supposed to be physically in the place. Actually, the simplest term is, in the online world, we let money to work for you, not you work for money. In a traditional business, you let money to work for you because you as a person, you have to trade in your time to make that money. If you're owning, let me say, let me say a store, you have to be physically in that place. If you're not there, then you have to hire somebody to be physically in that place for you to make money. So when it comes to online, that is 100% global reach without travel costs. And then when it comes to the staffing, when it comes to staff, hiring people, it is really, really less. When it comes to when you're saying that if you start up an online business, this is where you're not going to look into you have to hire the cleaners, you have to hire the the supervisors, the managers. There's a lot of costs when it comes to the staffing because you have to let these things to run, you know. But when it comes to the online, this is where you just have your laptop and you have some of the softwares doing that job for you. That means just one software app, it can almost cover like 3 positions in any traditional business. Okay, so when it comes to higher staff, it is a lower, it's actually the best business to start when it comes to you're looking something to do online. And when let's talk about it's affordable. The marketing is affordable because this is where you will be going global through the media platforms. Let me give an example. Right now we are live on Facebook, right? Facebook knows me even better than my best friend or better than anybody else, because if I'm searching something on Google, if I search something on Facebook, Facebook and Google, they're the only person knows that Dorothy is searching about this thing. So Dorothy is interested in this thing. Sometimes I even didn't share it with my parents. I didn't share it with my friends or people around me. That means Facebook knows better, like knows me better than anybody else for when it comes to things I'm interested in. If it comes to music, if it comes to, you know, food, because that's where you go to search. When you go to Google, let me say you're in America, you're looking for an African food, where are you going to go? That means they know you. So since those platforms knows you, and when it comes that you're using the business platform of it, that means whatever you are doing, they will put or they will take your service to the right people because they know exactly what kind of people are you looking for. So then to my conclude, while concluding, let me conclude with this, like by avoiding the hefty expenses of renting physical space, maintaining inventory, hiring a high staff, and relying on traditional marketing, online businesses significantly reduce setup costs. This accessibility makes it a more attractive option for entrepreneurs, especially those with limited initial capital. So back to you, David.
Thank you very much, Dorothy. Thank you very much. You just nailed it. I think you nailed it. The setup costs are definitely lower in all aspects. If you consider, in regards to traditional business. So you made such a good point there. You made another good point about affordability of things such as marketing. If you have to take the business, where it has to be, seen for visibility's sake, you're leveraging off of social media technologies. You mentioned Facebook. Lately, most of these social media platforms have a business side. There's a Facebook and there's a Facebook business suite. TikTok to have TikTok business suite. And I believe the same applies to Instagram, okay? YouTube, okay? So it means that, as we all know, that these technologies have some kind of algorithm that will read into your searches, your habits, your digital habits. They know what you buy in as far as your clothing is concerned, in as far as for ladies, cosmetics and all sorts of things, your shoes. They know what kind of interests you have when it comes to music, okay? And where your interests are in terms of your hobby, because they can always read into what you're buying in as far as, for instance, when it comes to gaming and sports. If you're a golfer, it knows. It's your habits. You're looking for clubs, you're looking for shoes, so they know, oh, this guy is a golfer. Okay. So they know what to do with you. At the end of the day, it doesn't take long before the technology figures out what it's dealing with. If it deals with Dorothy, it's going to start bringing the businesses and the resources online that are in sync with what you're looking for. That's what Dorothy meant by when you start this business and you have a target group or a target market. Before you know it, you're going to get the exact people that are looking out for your service, and you wonder how and where they're coming from. But because of these algorithms, they go on picking people's interests, and they know, okay, we have a Dorothy somewhere in the US that's running this kind of a business. I think this resonates with a Samuel somewhere, and then you'll find your business being brought in the face of a Samuel. Okay, and because of that common interest, a Samuel might just end up calling you and talking business, and that's how it works. And we're saying that because of that digital and online presence, you're reaching out to people that traditionally are not in your time zone. Okay, you're not in the same place and time. They're in different cities, different states, different countries, and but the interest is what brings them to you. And because it's a global business, it's borderless, you're able to trade and develop something at a much bigger scale. Okay. So yeah, I believe you when you say that because of these points, the technologies, the cost, and all sorts of things, there's never been a better time to do an online business. Dorothy, I'd like to bring you in.
Excuse me, David.
Yes.
An addition on what you've just submitted when it comes to the cost and everything, when you look into it, it's actually it's a minimal risk. There's a minimum risk. It's minimal when you when we start businesses, most of, especially, you're taking a risk, right?
Right.
So, and to the online business, I believe there's a minimum risk. It's minimal when it comes to risk, because if you're starting up a business, any kind of business, when it's not online, a traditional business, you're looking into rent, you're looking into hiring staff, you're looking into your marketing strategy, and this is where you will be maybe going to on a televisions because you're local, there's a lot of expenses there. At the end of the day, this is where you're starting up a business. You're not going to expect this business to start bringing results as a owner within 1-2 months, right? Because you're still building it. And on top of that, this is where you're going to reach an extent of like maybe 1 year doing it, but you feel like you're not getting the profit and you want to try another business. That means you have to close maybe the one you have. At the end of the day, when you sit down and you start calculate how much money you spent all of that year, you cannot compare it on a business, on an online business. Online businesses, this is where you will have your capital, and then on top of your investment as your capital, then there is that marketing fee. The marketing fee almost plays all those roles of your market, your how do they call it? These people are marketing, the marketeers who are going to market your product or whatever business you're doing. So it covers a lot of things, and the minimum I could say you could do a month, it can be like $300. And at the end of the day, there's nobody you're going to pay $300 a month to market for you. Nobody. But in the online business, that is where you can find that. Back to you, David.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dorothy. Yes, actually, now that you mentioned, I know for a fact that you, with this, especially with the social media platforms, they give you that opportunity to start with as low as $10, $20, to set up a campaign, a marketing campaign for your service, product, for whatever you do, and they'll give you that visibility online, okay, for your business. And indeed, it can't compare to traditional advertising costs where you go to newspapers, media, such as radio, television, billboards, all these kinds of things. Very costly. Yes, I believe you. These are very costly ventures. So for anybody that's considering to set up, go into business, it would be a very good idea to consider also doing something digital, okay? Because the challenges lately with traditional businesses, I'm telling you. Dorothy, I want to bring you in to say something about this unlimited income potential. We keep saying that yes, the sky is the limit when you go digital. You're going global. You're
Yes.
talking to people from all over the world on all continents, and that's the reality. So I would like you to expound on that and tell us something about this unlimited income potential. How do we tap in it? What is it that you're talking about when it comes to unlimited income potential?
All right. Okay. Before I get to that, I'm gonna comment on your whatever you said about or whatever Coach Dorothy said about the startup cost. Now, people have to
Please.
listen to this. All right.
Please.
There's no business you will start with zero. Okay, with
Okay.
$0.
Okay.
Because some people think that now because it's online business, they're just gonna start this business and just money start flowing somewhere, or they be paid every month or something. Nobody is gonna pay you for free. Like, it's an online business, right? Just like a traditional business. But like Coach Dorothy said, the startup capital, everything is lower, but there's still something that you have to start up with. So there's a startup capital, but it's way lower than what you could have used if you started a traditional business.
Correct.
But there's no business that you're going to start with zero. And if there's one, can you tell us next time, or just type in the comment? Because I also want to start that business that you start with zero, because I don't know. I've never found one. I have, like, I've been in this world for quite a good, like, 3 decades, and I haven't seen a business that you start with zero. So when you come here, don't expect like you're gonna have like zero startup capital. There's no business you can start up with zero capital. There's some capital, yes, and that's the capital. Our capital is actually just one-time capital, and there's nothing more. So the only thing, like Coach Dorothy said, if you don't have a warm market, you have to use cold market and reach to people that absolutely you have to reach. If you don't have like people that especially on Facebook, if you want to reach a lot of people, then you may have to use a little ad budget that can get to more results at a faster with a short period of time, instead of just relying on family and friends or people that then if you really want to have that global reach, you may have to use Facebook or YouTube or this social media to help you out to reach those people. And it's just a little ad money that really is just like maybe the first 1 year, that's what you're gonna do to do that. And then once the business starts bringing in the money, you'll find that you don't even have to use ads no more. Okay,
Got
but
it.
at the beginning, it's essential for you to build by reaching a global community, by letting those social media platforms help you reach people that you cannot reach. So there's that part that you really have to understand, and that will take your business far and wide. All right. Okay. Back to my question.
Intelligently said.
Yes. Yes.
Intelligently said,
But
Dorothy.
yeah,
Yes.
because it's true, there's a startup capital, but it's how that startup capital comes in. And when you look at the future and you see like what I'm starting with and the future, what it's giving me, that's what you look at. Your investment return to you, return of your
No
investment
investment.
for the online business is completely worth it. It's completely worth it. The startup capital is way, way lower than the startup capital for the traditional business. I'm not going to get into that because Coach Dorothy really talked well about that part. So let's get into the unlimited income
Income
potential.
potential, yeah.
Yes. First, this is not a get rich quickly business. We have said that over and over again in our forum. So when you come here, it's not going to be boom, 100,000 next month. No, it's not going to
No.
work like that. There's no even business, even a traditional business. There's no traditional business that you can start and the first month you're making 100,000. Then you must have really put in a lot of income or already have
Capital.
a really large audience out there already. But if you're starting from scratch, like most of us that started, then it needs a little bit of build up, a little bit of showing up for your business, a little bit of training at the, training. You go through the training, you set up your business, you go through the first phase of ad budget and all that stuff. So with all that, as you continue, so if you give yourself like a year or 2 or 3, then you'll be talking about income that it's absolutely unlimited. And like our traditional businesses, like for example, me, I'm a healthcare professional, I do anesthesia. They tell me this is the amount of money I'm paying you per month. Unless I pick up extra shift, do a lot of call and be more away from my family, then that money is that set money, that set year. It never gets, any better than that, but any better than that. But for this online business, trust me, it's the income is unlimited. At the beginning, you'll not make as much money, but as you continue, then you start making more. How? Because you have multiple streams of income. It's not only when you go to work that you get money. That's when you have a traditional business. For this online business, there are multiple streams of income. So there's indirect income that is coming in. Direct income that is coming in, then indirect income that is coming in, and that indirect income start coming in as you continue building your business. As your business expands, then you start qualifying for bonuses, you start qualifying for commissions, you start qualifying for, you can become a coach, like Coach Dorothy is getting extra money for doing the coaches and coaching people, getting them in and getting them set up for their businesses, that extra money. And then as you continue with the business, it will reach a point where now you're getting residue, the residue income, where you totally don't have to do anything but to get that money every single month for life. And it starts from 5,000 all the way until 80,000 a month. And also on top of every month, you're going to get even a one-time bonus of money that ranges to good money, 25,000 all the way to 200,000, I think 800,000. It's just too much money. Like, you just have to come in and we'll show you, how that structure is, because it's just amazing. Like, if you look at it in a more strategic way, when you come into the business and you check it out, then we are going to show you how amazing this business is. And you know what? It's a business that is not like no other. It's an online business. We partner with a global company that really compensates you for what you do. Just amazing, just amazing. So the income, like we said, it's unlimited. So it depends on you're showing up for your business, your effort, your determination. Is not just your career, like your career. This one is totally different. When you put in more effort, then more results come in. And like I said, multiple streams of income. As a coach, you get paid. As you continue with your business, as you expand, you also have the bonuses, the commissions, and also other stuff that's coming. They sometimes just give you money for just doing well in your business. And like I said, we have Dorothy, Coach Dorothy, we have David here, I am here. Reach out to one of us and we'll be able to sit down with you and really give you that breakdown. But the breakdown is worth it. It's worth checking out. It's a business truly worth checking out. And like I said, there's a time it reaches where you build this business to a point where you get residue income every single month for life, starting from 5,000 all the way to 80,000. By the time maybe we reach a few more years, maybe, who knows, maybe 100,000 and much more. And like I said, it's a business worth checking out. It's a really business worth checking out. So yeah, unless anyone else has something to add. Yes.
Yes, Dorothy. Thank you very much for your submission, Dorothy. Nicely said. I love it when you said no salary cap,
Yeah.
That ability to work your skills and efforts onto an unlimited market, okay, and be able to reap the benefits of that effort. To me, it's priceless. You know what I mean? Yeah, because you've chosen to show up for your business. You've applied your skills. You've applied all kinds of effort, Okay. And it's not like where you know that, hey, I'm doing a traditional job and I'm paid $50, $60 an hour. So I know I do 40 hours and that's it. But here you're leveraging off of technologies, reaching out to so many people, and you're not capped at how much you can bring in. I mean, that's ideally what running a business entails and what it should look like. And here's an opportunity to enjoy that. Okay. So nicely said, Dorothy. I'm not going to say much. Dorothy, do you have anything to add on to that?
Yes, thank you so much. She nailed it. Everything was spoken, and just that I'm just going to go back a little bit. When Dr. She was submitting about the setup capital, and she really mentioned that there is no business you can start with a zero payment, like a zero down payment, or even if it's not a down payment, but it's to start up a business. And what is funny is that when you go in a bank for a loan to start up a business, they cannot give it to you. But when you just go for any other kind of a loan, you're going to be given that money. What does it tell you? Comment in the comments. You can comment and tell me, what does that tell you? If you comment, then we're going to proceed on that topic. But now what I was trying to say is that your startup capital is like your tuition. Your startup capital is like you waking up one day, one time, and you go to school. You go for that professional. It doesn't matter whatever you went for, but now you have these documents in your hands. You graduated. Are you supposed to sit in your house and at the end of the day you get paid because you went to school and you graduated? So now your startup capital, look at it like that way. So now once you come with your startup capital, you've graduated. What is your next step? Your next step is to wake up and go to that regular work so that you can start on. So if you think that if you start up a business, you just have to bring your money, you pay your 149, and then we give you all the detailed information, and then you sit at the end of the day, you expect for you to, to earn. This is not for you. That means you're still in that employee mode. We are trying now to you have to go to you're in a transition. Should I call it a transition from the employee mode to the business owners? So thank you so much, Dr. Dorothy, for that submission. I'm not going to add on a lot because it was self-explanatory. Back to you, David.
All right. Thank you, Dorothy. You guys have done a great job today. You know, talking to our people about a few areas into what we do, especially online, and in as far as starting up a digital business is concerned. Okay, and it's important that our people know that they'll reap the benefits of that unlimited income, and they should know that the startup costs are low, meaning it's affordable to start up. Okay, and there are opportunities to build a legacy. Okay, and while we're doing all these things, our our people, our children are learning. They're picking a leaf from what we're doing. Okay, in life, I believe. Hey, and by the way, I didn't mention this. It's not that everything you try out in life, businesses fail. Okay, people should know one thing: businesses fail, businesses succeed. Okay, a business that you are good at, many times it's not because it's, what can I say? I'm trying to look for the right words here. If you do what you have to do, if you do what it takes, okay, there is logic to these things. There is an art, there is a science to doing these things. The people that have managed to succeed in running businesses is because they follow certain sets, sets of rules. They know for a fact that the business needs to be advertised, or the business needs to go out there. It needs to be, brought to the attention of the market. They know for a fact that they need to show up in so many other ways, in as far as management is concerned, in as far as the financial element and financial management is concerned. All these elements, okay? It's not rocket science. That's what we're saying. But at the same time, we're saying you just don't put money into a business and expect it to boom or to grow as Coach Dorothy's or John somewhere, because they have done it and they're doing so well. So it's going to happen to me too. All I need to do is put in money and watch TV. That's not what we're asking you to do. We're saying when you choose to do a business, it's a deliberate choice to come into a new world and work it. Okay, it's not just going to happen that you're going to put money and magically things are going to start working. We are saying that these businesses have to be worked so that you can succeed. Otherwise, a lot of people come from the traditional way of doing things. They know they have that 8 to 9 where there is somebody, a CEO, a manager, a director that is already thinking for you. They know how the logistics of the business works, so you don't have to worry about that. They'll put you in one area, HR, and from morning up to evening, you're just looking at HR issues. So you never get to know what happens in the back of or in the background of how the company's product is moving, who was supposed to sign invoices, who was supposed to do certain aspects of promotion and marketing in the business. So because you're here and you're doing one thing, you don't get to know that it's a living organism, okay, with many, it's like an octopus with many tentacles, okay? It has marketing, it has finance here, it has that. So if you're running a business, you're getting into an area where you're going to learn all these aspects. And we're saying you don't have to be an expert at it, okay? Because there's coaching, there's mentorship, and there's training. Because those are the worries that people have. And they say, how am I going to be successful? You guys are doing it because, for instance, David, you're in technology. And when you talk about leveraging technologies such as social media, Facebook, Business Suite and TikTok and all these things, I mean, it's easy for you to set up and do business and watch your dollar tree and start plucking dollars. There's no dollar tree here. There's no magic. Okay. I have gone through the same training that I'm telling you to take advantage of. Okay. And build something. I saw an opportunity and I'm saying you can take advantage of it as well, while you still can make mistakes and can be guided, until you become that person that you're seeing that is doing it or is doing better. Okay, so wherever you are, take a look at the description on the page you are. There is a description. In the description, there is a website. There's a link to a website. Click on that link. It will take you to a page to unlock 20 minutes video that will explain in details how you can take advantage of this opportunity. And if it's for you, the sky is the limit, like we say, like Dorothy said, income unlimited. If you're not cut out to do it, there's many things in the world for you to do. You can always try, but we're saying, hey, while you're doing what you're doing your research out there, your due diligence, there is an opportunity here. You can take advantage of it or you can leave it. Okay.
All right.
So that's my submission.
David, on that
yes.
note, yes, you can leave it. That's why we have 149. Unlock your dream life with just 149. All right. So come in. and check it out for yourself. And before you say, I don't want this thing, I don't know what this thing is. Come on, 149 non-refundable. Sorry, what did
Oh,
I
it's
say?
refundable.
I'm sorry, I made that mistake.
It's like
149 refundable in 30 days. Refundable. $149 refundable. So come in and check it out. Okay, you get into the system and check it out for yourself. This business has truly transformed our people. We have a community. We're gonna once you pay the 149, we're gonna add you to our community. All right, it's growing. That community, when I started my business a couple months ago, it was like I think it was 120,000 people. Right
yeah.
now, we are over 200. Correct me, 220,000 people in less than a year. That tells you the power of this business. Like our community is the best, in the country, is the best in the world. So come in, unlock your dream life with just 149 refundable in 30 days. So you have 30 days to check out. We'll have videos for you. We'll add you to our community. You have assigned a mentor, assigned a coach for free within those 30 days so that they can answer your questions and they can help you understand this business while you are in it, so that in 30 days you can make a decision. And if you see that this business is not for you, it's okay. Well and good. You will get your 149 back immediately. No question asked, immediately. And then if you like the business, we get you in and get you started with one of our members here. Just read the description, and then there's a link in each of the description. In Coach Dorothy, David, and I, click the link there, get that 149 page today or when you're ready, and get in the system, learn it, and we'll be here to support you as you make a decision on which way you want to go. You join us or you want to just let it go. But just give yourself a chance to try it out. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dorothy. Nicely said, nicely concluded. Dorothy Nakalema, can you kindly go through our comments? We have people in the comment section that.
Oh, okay. We have Dozy watching from Boston. Thank you so much, Dozy, for watching. We have Dominic. Well said, Coach. Thank you, Dominic. We have Shayla. Says hello, watching from Boston. Hi, Shayla. I'm not going to go through each and everything. We have Aggie here, says watching from Oregon. Hi, Aggie.
Welcome.
In
Thank
Joroge.
you,
Joroge.
Okay.
Kenyan.
I have a lot of them here. Oh, Anastasia, highly recommended. Thank you, Anastasia. We have Tom,
Ngugi.
Dr. Dorothy. Indeed, you started this business. Big up to you, my sister.
Yeah,
Thank
Tom,
you,
I love
Tom.
money, so I follow where the money is.
When you said that, Dr.
I
Dorothy,
will.
I just actually it's not me, but I realized that most of immigrants, I think we are all in the same, track or basket. This is where you come, maybe let me say you're an accountant back home, you come here with your masters, you come here with your degrees, and you look like you didn't go back to school, because now the healthy industry in this country is the one booming. Then you go back to health. So that's why we say, if it's not for you, just relax. When time it comes that everything is doing online, you just remember, just go in the description link, type in your name, email address, and boom, you'll be in.
Yes.
So we have again Dozy here. What a point!
At what point?
At what point does one qualify to get residue income? Okay, Dorothy, Dr. Dorothy, can I give you this?
All right, Dozy, that's a hard one. Yes. So the time you qualify to get your residue is when you have come into the business and created a good team, and also you have achieved multiple milestones in your business by helping a lot of people in your business to thrive in the business. So if you come in, and help many people and thrive in your business, then the company that we partner with truly is great, is thankful for helping many families or changing many families' lives, and therefore they give you that residual income. So because it's like a big topic, because we have to show
Yeah.
you the steps on how you can get to the residual income. We can leave our do we have a way that Dozy can reach to one of us
Yep. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think those is already connected to
Yeah. I
to
think
us?
I'll.
Yes,
We will
but
just.
it's not.
I'll
But
reach out
it
to her. To
yes,
him.
but it's
Sorry.
something that so far so many people have achieved. Dozy, there's residual income. Many people have achieved it. We have three African people that have reached this residual income, and because they have truly showed exceptional commitment to their business and helping their teams grow exponentially until the company is so grateful for that, and therefore they do give you that residual income. So it's something we can talk about it after this if you contact one of us, but it's truly achievable. And once you start your business, you will see getting there is not hard, because your business just keeps growing. It just keeps growing, and it reaches a point truly you don't do a lot. Actually, at the beginning, that's where we put in a lot of effort, because that's when your business is young and it needs you a lot, because you're putting in the effort, you're showing up in your business, determination, all that stuff at the beginning. But within most of the time, within 2 to 3 years, most of the people have achieved this residual income within 3 years. 3 years at the minimum. But like you say, like we always see businesses, before you can get to that $1 million business, then you have to have worked at least in that business for a while, not too much, for a while. And the best, the beauty of our business is that in 3 years, you can actually achieve this residue income, which in our traditional, jobs that we do every day, okay, you work there for 10, 20 years, and you still get
You're
maybe
not that close.
like
The
a ticket
residue
for
income they
lunch.
can give you it's to fire you, right?
Even they,
And get
yeah, or even they are ready to fire you because you're too expensive now to be hired, because they have these young people who are coming in and they just start with lower pay. But now you have stayed in the company for over 40 years, 30 years. Now you're too expensive. Okay. And sometimes even, did you see that story that was in the news where he had worked for 40 years at Burger King, and all he got was like a packet of, I don't know, two tickets to a movie ticket,
Really?
two of them, and some sweets and some candy in a come on. But
Oh
here,
dear,
that
really?
is in 3 years, just 3 years. Even somebody who has started a bachelor's degree has not finished, right?
exactly.
And
Yeah.
you're literally earning 5,000 for life, and that's where you start. And you can go, like I
And
said,
that's a minimum.
50.
That's the very bare minimum.
It's a it's a very short time compared to the time that we put in our traditional job, where we work 10, 20, 30, 40 years for barely, like, I don't know, it's very short. Like the money that you get, like, for retirement is so little, like 2,000, 3,000 a month. But this one is within a very short time. And it's amazing how short you can get to this residue income. So that's what I can tell you. But you know what? It's something that is doable. Already our three African queens have already made it to that of, like, I think Coach Angela did
Yeah.
it, about 3 years. 3 years. I think Coach Pamela did it, I think 3.5 years. So it's doable. It's something that is doable in a super short time period of time. So yeah, yes, I'm happy that you asked that. And you know what? The beauty of it is that it's there for us to claim it. And the best thing about this residue is that you can leave it to your children, or you can leave it to your
Transferable.
generation. Yes, and they don't
It's
have to do
transferable.
anything. They get that for life as well. Oh my goodness, how amazing is that? How amazing is that? It's not like when you die, everything goes with you. This one, it keeps going to your generation and your generation to come. Just amazing. Yeah. Let me stop there.
Thank you,
Wow.
Dorothy. I think you did it you kind of you explain it quite well, and there are resources to show him the steps on how to
Yeah.
Get there.
move up
Absolutely.
to that. I think, Dorothy, you'll be able to
Yes.
probably circle back and talk to Dozy
Yes.
about that. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dorothy, for that submission. And I hope, Dozy, they answered your question, but shortly, just inbox me. I'll take you step by step on
Absolutely. Yes.
how you can reach that residual income. But actually, a little bit about that. It's like now officially having shares in a company, like having shares in iPhone, Apple devices. Even if one day you are not there, Apple is existing, the business is existing. That means this residual income, it is gonna be coming on your account. So it's the same thing as here. And thank you so much for asking. Let's go here. We have Roder says, well said, Dorothy, Doctor. All right, thank you so much, Roder, for watching. And then, guys, I'm not gonna go through everything. I have another one. This is called Thank Coach to Ruthie for the energy. Guys, I don't understand this, Catherine, but thank you for watching. And then we
Probably
have
was
I
saying
need
Coach
to
Dorothy.
know as well.
Okay.
Angela, I think they're talking about the residual income.
Yes.
Okay, guys, just inbox me, and then we can go through into details about that. But make sure you cannot understand this if you haven't paid the 149, because it
Absolutely.
explains all the detailed information step by step. Okay, and then says thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Dorothy, for
You're
your
welcome.
explanation. All right. Okay, guys, I'm not going to go through everything. Hope we will start there. Don't forget, we are here every Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time, 10 p.m. GMT, and every Sunday. Like, guys, every Sunday, we always coming with guests. But these 2 weeks, last week and this week, we realized that we have a lot of topics. We get a lot of comments. That's why we decided to come in explaining those comments. Like, you are asking a lot of questions, and sometimes we cannot give you the answers when we have the guests. That's why we decided at least these 2 weeks we should come and dig into details and explain, like give out your answers. You had a lot of questions, and I believe whoever have been asking questions in the comment section, at least these 2 weeks you have received them. So probably we're gonna do work like that. When we don't get a guest, when we don't have a guest, we would just have to make sure that we are answering your questions. Okay. All right.
All right.
Back to you, David.
All right. Thank you very much, Dorothy. And from wherever you're watching us, thank you for showing up always. Like we said, at the end of the year, we'll have this event where we shall reward our most loyal guests and viewers. So thank you for coming in and being a part of this show always. We hope to see you next Sunday, same time at the Digital Business Forum, and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.
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 Join us every Sunday for an episode of the Digital Business Forum
at 2 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. MST, 5 p.m. EST, and 10 p.m. GMT.
This forum will feature successful, experienced digital business owners with inspiring information to help you make that